Hey guys, if you want to know about Cowden syndrome and Agent Orange, and of course, see me in a different location, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before you ask, I have a washcloth underneath my bra strap due to my case of shingles. Wearing a compression shirt because I can't wear a bra. Okay, this is my room, or excuse me, mine and my husband's room. And I don't know if you can see it, but Daddy's flag is right there. Underneath it, or in front of it, is a teddy bear that I got from Build-A-Bear when he passed away. It's an Air Force bear. If you've never been to Build-A-Bear, it's not just for kids. I've got several. I've got one over here. Actually, I've got two. One's hiding behind my chair. Okay, getting on to the subject. Cowden syndrome. Cowden syndrome is an extremely rare disorder. I say disorder because I don't like saying the word disease. It makes me feel like I'm contagious. Well, technically, I am. Go away. Cowden syndrome it's an autosomal dominant inherited condition characterized by benign overgrowths called hamartomas, as well as increased lifetime risk of breast, thyroid, uterine, and other cancers. It's often underdiagnosed due to the variable disease presentation. In other words, 1 in 200,000 have it. They don't know how to handle it, and doctors are crazy when you do have it because you feel like you are under a petri dish and they want to do tests and they want to do this and yeah. All right, medications. I actually take more medications than what I'm going to talk to you about, but this is my medication for every day. The other ones are as needed. And I'll tell you the reason why I take them. Gabapentin. I am not thrilled about taking this, and if you are a military veteran or if you know anything about gabapentin, you'll know the reason why. If not, Google problems with gabapentin. Alright, number 2, heartburn medicine. I get this from my dad a lot. My dad had esophageal varices. In other words, he had problems with his throat. Ever since I had the surgery, I get really bad heartburn. It doesn't matter what I do, if I lay up on 4 pillows or if I have different types of herbs, I have really bad heartburn. This video is not sponsored by this, but I also take Eliquis. When I had my med port removed, yay, nice scar. Once it dies down, I'm probably going to get a tattoo. I don't know yet. Maybe when my money's better, I might get another tattoo. Right now, money is extremely tight. When they removed this, there was several clots that were around it. They went in and got a couple of them, but one got away. And so that's why I take Eliquis. Let's see, what's next? I take Prazoin. I think that's how you say it right. Millpress or Millipress. This is because of my PTSD. I was having violent dreams at night, and I wouldn't stay asleep, and it would affect me the following day. Alright, wonderful levothyroxine. When they took this out, they put me on levothyroxine. When I went back into the hospital, they upped the dose. So, that's why I take that. I am not even going to try to pronounce this. But yesterday, I told you about the horse pills I have to take. These things are huge. The antibiotic. Just for comparison, my wedding band. If I can get the thing to quit jumping out of my blessed freaking... Mail's here. Hopefully my dogs won't bark. I'm going to pause y'all for just a second. Sorry about that. And having dogs and mailman, and my dogs aren't exactly used to having somebody come home to the door. That in the neighborhood I live in, the mail decides to disappear every once in a while due to the squatters that used to live here. Anyway, back to topic. Let's see, next one is Tylenol 3 with codeine. This thing is no joke. It knocked me out because of the pain in my shoulder. Maybe I'll actually be able to go to sleep. Or actually, I did sleep for about an hour or so. Oh, also, fair warning, if you do Google Cowden syndrome, any images pop up, not exactly for the faint of heart. I don't look like any of those. I do have some of the bumps on my forehead. Can't really see, but I do have some of the bumps on my forehead. The last one that I take on a daily basis is citrulline, and that's because of my CPTSD due to all the trauma that I have been through, plus everything going on in my life now, plus the medical diagnosis, everything. Also, you'll see these again. I'm going to be doing another video called patches. But I did not get this one off of Amazon, even though some of my friends saw my Amazon wish list. I was tested for migraines, and I got this from my doctor. I have really, really bad migraines. This one, however, I did get off of Amazon because I do have a really bad allergy to certain items. I'm not going to say that out loud. So you'll see these again on the video that I'm going to do for patches. Patches. Okay. I'm probably going to break this up into different videos because Agent Orange, yeah. Agent Orange is a lot to look into and a lot to talk about. However, there's a lot of misconceptions. Agent Orange is part of the family called the Rainbow. And, well, they did a lot more research on Agent Orange than you know. There was a town, I'm not going to say the town's name, for reasons that, if you know anything about the military, they don't like the black guys. But there is a town in the United States that was actually destroyed by Agent Orange. And, well, yeah. Now, getting into the companies that make Agent Orange, we'll get to that first, and then actually, let me take a step back. World War I was the first time anybody used any type of chemical warfare. And I don't mean farting or anything like that. That was supposed to be funny. So the United States kind of got into it in World War II, making different types of chemicals. The companies that were a part of making Agent Orange, as well as the other part of the rainbow, completely skipped over something. After World War II, they ramped up productions and started using different chemicals here in the States. Mississippi, California, and Florida, if you live there, you might want to get checked. I digress. The companies. The first one, United States government. They had lab rats and stuff like that. Second one, Agrocet. I'm thinking I'm saying that incorrectly, but Agrocet. Third one was Hoffman Tough Industries. Hercules. Diamond. ALKALI. I'm butchering stuff, I apologize. Better known as Shamrock, you know, the gas company that, yeah. Dow Chemicals. Here's the good one. You know that company that got in trouble with Roundup? Monsanto, aka Bayer. They were a big production of the rainbow. Thompson Hayward Chemicals, U.S. Rubber Company, aka Uniroyal, and Thompson Chemical Corporation. Now, the person, I don't fault this person for making this. He had a job to do. We all have jobs to do. We all have to support our families. Professor E.J. Krauss. It was developed at the University of Chicago during World War II. Now, the Agent Rainbow, you had Agent Green, Pink, Purple, Blue, White, and the dreaded Orange. Green was used in 1962. 20,056 gallons were sprayed. That's 365 drums. Agent Pink was used from 1961 to 1963. They used 1,315 drums. That's 72,256 gallons. Purple, my favorite color, but not in this case, was used from 1962 to 1965. 12,475 drums. That's 685,474 gallons. That's a lot. Here comes Agent Blue. 1966 to 1972. That's 29,330 drums. That's 1,611,619 gallons. That one is interesting because that one had a cacodilic acid. I am butchering that incorrectly. Agent White, 1966 to 1972. This one had 104,800 drums. That's 5,758,528 gallons. Gross. Agent Orange. This is what my dad was exposed to. He was exposed to this in Clark Air Force Base, where, yeah. Anyway, Agent Orange from 1965 to 1970. But this is when it was used, not when it was cleaned up. So my dad was actually exposed when it was used. He was also exposed when they cleaned it up, when they were taking the barrels to Johnson Anatole. For Agent Orange, they used 208,330 drums. Think about that. 208,330 drums. That's 11,447,272 gallons that were sprayed. And this was all overseas. This is not including any stuff that was used for testing here in the United States. The formulas that were used were dichloric oxygenated acid, and I am butchering that horribly. That's DICHLORPHENOXYACETIC acid. And then the other one was tri instead of the di. Now, they used Agent Blue and Agent Orange together. Now, I said blue was a little bit special because it had that CACODYLIC acid. And Agent White had PICLORAM acid. Yes, there's a lot of spelling in here, and I apologize, but I'm not really good at pronouncing medical terms. Now, Agent Orange is a dioxide. And I'm even misconception that all those type of things are an immune and an endocrine disruptor, which could honestly be maybe the reason why there's a lot of people sick. And I feel sorry for the Vietnam people. I really do, because if they're going through anything that Agent Orange dependents are going through, I kind of feel their pain. Unfortunately, American servicemen did not volunteer to be sprayed with. There's a lot of stories out there that men would come home or come back to camp covered in the different ick, and I say ick because it would be orange, yellow, white, whatever, and they would use the barrels. Sorry about that. I could have sworn I had more storage than that. Anyway, there were stories of men using barrels after they quote unquote rinsed them out the best that they could for makeshift showers at camps that were overseas. Hence, reiterating the fact that they were also exposed. Endocrine disruptors get into your DNA strand and basically screw everything up. Just because you're human, well, doesn't give you any kind of protectant from any of this stuff. I also have in my research that it is a forever chemical. There's been reports that 6, 7, 8 generations plus do have some kind of disruption in their body that leads to different health issues. Hence the reason why I do believe that my DNA makeup was basically, I was born destroyed, which I don't fault my dad at all. I really don't. When my dad told me I should get checked, well, I should have listened. I thought he was talking about some stuff going on in my mom's side of the family, and this has nothing to do with my mom's side of the family. Another reason why I do believe that it was because of Agent Orange that I have my Cowden syndrome is there are other individuals who have Lynch syndrome, which is also very similar to Cowden syndrome. Also have the same genetic markings from their parents. And what I mean by that is they were also exposed to Agent Orange or one of the other agents. This is the only time I'm ever going to get political when I say this. I don't know who was in Congress at that time. I don't care. I'm not a Democrat. I am not a Republican, especially after yesterday. Good grief. I do believe in democracy. I do believe in the rights to voice your opinion because I put on Facebook. Sorry, my phone was vibrating. I put on Facebook that my dad, and essentially every single dependent of a military person, has died in some way for people to voice their First Amendment right. However, Congress needs to get their head out of their butts. There are several laws. You can go to congress.org, or congress.gov, excuse me, and I will tell you what numbers to look up. I have a very large book of research because my very first video I said what I was going to say. It's going to be true and it's going to be followed up by facts. Yes, they did sign the bill that added 3 more presumption diseases to the Agent Orange benefit factor, and yes, they did do the blue waters, and thank you for that, because there's a lot of Navy friends dependents that I do know. And I don't know if it's Trump, I don't know if it's Pelosi, I don't know if it's Mitch McConnell, I don't know, don't care. But they need to get things fixed. The VA is broken, but unfortunately it's the best thing that dependents and military personnel have. First one is HR 637. That was introduced into the House 1/12/2019, not 2020, 2019. As of 2/8/2019, it's sitting on the subcommittee of Health. No other action was taken. House Resolution 729 was introduced 11/21/2019. As of 11/21/2019, it was sent to the House Veterans Affairs of Armed Services. And this is the reason why the House and the Congress can't seem to get their head straight. There's a sister bill. Senate Resolution 420. It was introduced 11/13/2019. Same time, it was sent to the Senate House of Veteran Affairs. No other action was taken. HR 566 was introduced 1/15/2019. As of 2/1/2019, was referred to the Subcommittee on Disability Assistance and Memorial Affairs. Okay, once again, you have a sister bill. Senate Resolution 332. It was introduced 2/5/2019, and it was placed on the calendar 9/5/2020. No other actions. And a couple more. HR 326 was introduced 1/8/2019. As of 2/1/2019, it was referred to the Subcommittee on Health. No other action. HR 482 was introduced 3/4/2019. As of 3/29/2019, it was referred to the Subcommittee of Disability Assistance. You got a sister bill. Senate Resolution 3446 was introduced 3/11/2020. As of 3/11/2020, it was referred to the Committee of Veterans Affairs. Think about it. You have men and women who served in the Vietnam War and who are fighting every single day. Even their dependents are fighting every single day because of their health. Those bills could help not only them, but their dependents as well. And no, I'm not saying it because I'm a dependent. I'm saying it because I'm sick and tired of the political rigmarole up there. Just because somebody says something wrong, oh my God, you're going to be taken off of X social media, or oh my God, you said this word and you're in X media jail. We're grown adults, people. I know this is turning out to be a little bit more of a rant than an educational session. But how would you feel if you were sick and your body is actually a time bomb? I don't know if I'm going to get skin cancer because of my condition. I know. They scheduled me for the biopsy and I had to push it off because I have shingles. They're like, oh, it's okay, you can go ahead and come on in. No. I don't need something flaking off of one of the blisters and getting into a puncture site and then, you know, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, every time I walk into a store and I don't see somebody having a mask on, I freak out. I don't go into Walmart as much as I used to. I don't go into other stores like I used to. Loud noises. I'm going to share something with you and then I'm going to go ahead and call it a night because this is going to be actually the longest video I've ever done. New Year's Eve. We had rain here and didn't think we were going to have fireworks. Boy, was that wrong. After it stopped raining, I was sitting here doing, I was drawing and my shoulders were hurting me pretty bad and I hear pop. I had issues. I fell on the floor and I crawled to my closet. I used to not do that. I used to enjoy fireworks. But here lately, I'll enjoy fireworks if I'm inside of a car. I used to enjoy Christmas fireworks to music or 4th of July, but I had to be a distance and I just couldn't handle it. Well, unfortunately, New Year's Eve was the deadliest night in Texas for where I live. And if you live in Texas, you know that where I live got a lot of media. So I froze up. Well, the next day I had the pains in my shoulder and come to find out I had shingles. The doctor said it was stress-induced shingles. So I have been ordered to knock it the heck off and relax. Well, it's kind of hard to do when you feel like your body is, it's like playing Russian roulette with your body. You're ready for the next bullet to hit you. And no, I'm not suicidal. But unfortunately, that's how Cowden syndrome works, as well as Lynch syndrome. You're just waiting for the next shoe to flip and hit. And, well, I'm not ready for that. Anyway, like, subscribe. It does help the channel out. Hit that little ring-a-ding-a-ding bell so you know when the next time you get an educational video or rant and rave or a new area. And before you ask, that is the wig that I was going to use for chemo, but I didn't lose my hair because I only had 2 rounds of chemo because I had an allergic reaction to it. But yes, that's white hair, but she glows in the dark. I'm a big glow-in-the-dark fan. Don't ask me why. I just like glow-in-the-dark. I guess because that shows that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. I just wish my tunnel would hurry up and show me the light. Anyway, like I said, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and be confident, be independent, be yourself. Bye for now.